Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. We've got a 1940 Ford Deluxe convertible here. The easiest way to tell a Deluxe, count the tail lights. It has two. The standard Ford, believe it or not, came with one tail light. Anyway, this one here is just a nice, good old solid car. It's all metal body, runs really well. It's updated to 12 volt. It's from down south, was Texas, then Georgia. You can go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all the specs, study all the pictures. And that's where you find the prices on all of our collector cars we have for sale. Visit volocars.com to get all that information. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can watch the videos. If you click on the bell icon, you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. But for right now, tops down, join me. Let's go for a spin. Just a good old car, not a concourse frame-off restoration, but not a piece of junk by any means. Underneath, very clean, all the metal floors. It's all painted nice satin black. The components, the suspension, the front end parts, it's all clean. It has brand new dual exhaust with glass pack mufflers. You'll hear that in a little bit when I start it up. The motor, I don't have proof. I believe it's been rebuilt. It's fresh. I mean, it's painted like brand new from the oil pan to the intake, the nuts, the bolts, the hardware. Everything's really fresh on the motor. So anyway, when you're looking up at the motor, that's real clean. 3-speed manual transmission. The body itself, it's an older restoration, and the body itself is holding up really well. This is all nice, fits nice. There's no blistering, bubbles, no damage. This fender here is fiberglass. The rest of the fenders, the body, everything's metal. But I don't see any damage. You know, down along here, bubbles. If it was damaged or poorly restored, it would have been showing by now, because I bet you this paint job's every bit of 20, 30 years old, and it still presents itself really nicely. Doesn't mean there's not going to be a flaw. It's smooth and glossy. Here's a little touch-up right here. Little imperfections in the paint. I'll call them pimples, but they're really small. I didn't even notice them until I'm looking for them now. And overall, the trim's the same way. It's all nice trim. Here's a little nick right here. It's a little bit of chrome's flaked off on top here. This is a grill guard, and then you got the wing tips on the bumpers. You know, these bezels are good. They're not new. The Deluxe trim has the trim ring, the extra trim on here. It says Ford Deluxe. It has Firestone script white wall tires. All of this is looking real good. Got spotlights on each side. The glass looks good. Covered running boards. You know, you can actually stand on those, the old metal running boards. The trim is good. A couple little marks here and there. Convertible top is this same black fabric, and it has the dark maroon piping around the edges. The top's in excellent shape. This is all real nice. It has blue dot tail lights, and those are Chevron style tail lights. That's how they came. It has the wing tips, Ford locking gas cap. All of this looks to be very good. The emblem's a little faded, but it's nice. The handle here, chrome handle's real good. Trunk compartment's got a white wall spare with a painted rim and the Deluxe trim. Original Ford script rubber mat. It's got the complete liner kit, still real good. Weather strip is soft. Bottom of the trunk lid's painted real nice like the car. I believe it's the original leather upholstery. It's genuine leather seats. It is very aged. It's got a lot of crinkles in it. There is a tear in the back seat. I'm going to have our upholstery guy try and glue it and dye it and make it look nice, but it is the original upholstery, the best I can tell. The motor compartment's actually pretty darn nice. Like I was saying earlier, I could be wrong, but I think the motor was rebuilt, or at least it was out and apart, because again, the gaskets, nuts, bolts, spark plugs, everything looks really fresh. This was a 6-volt system originally, now it's 12 volt. It has new battery cables, has a disconnect switch, and this old generator right here has modern alternator, sorry about the turntable, it has alternator guts inside the generator. It's got a new fuel pump. We did just drain the fuel. We did some servicing on this car. It's some old stinky gas in it. It's still clearing out, so when I start it, it might smoke a little bit. That's just some remains of the old fuel, but the motor runs nice. Door panels have probably been replaced because this looks nice and fresh. The handles, the knobs, just like the outside, everything's good. Nothing's beat up or broken. You got carpet in back, you got rubber mats in front, steering wheel's good. Looks like it had a radio at one time. Now it just has a plate to cover over the radio. There's an oil change sticker here. It doesn't give the year though, but I'm sure it's an old sticker. And, it was from Texas. Dual trumpet horns. So let's start her up. I just drove it around the block. It actually runs real nice. All the gauges are working except maybe the battery gauge I didn't see moving. Has an electric fan put up front too to help keep it cool. The speedometer works, fuel gauge, temperature gauge works, oil pressure gauge works. Shifts nicely, visors are nice. Spotlights look like they're hooked up, but they didn't turn on for me. Firewall and under the hood, painted real nice. I don't know if I ever opened this door, but no problems there. Yeah, it still has some stinky remnants of the old fuel in there, so if you see any smoke, it's not burning oil, it's just old gas. That's my impression of this old Ford Deluxe convertible. Go to volocars.com. There's plenty of ways to contact the salesman. They can answer any specific questions or concerns you might have. They can get this delivered anywhere in the country. They can help get you financed. Go to volocars.com. If you enjoy watching the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on that bell icon, and you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. Thanks for watching.